hot as a balloon. She's hot.
We talk on a national level with Michelle Obama constantly that you can't just tell people to eat right. You can't just say, don't use the empty carbs. You can't just point fingers at folks if you don't give them a real opportunity to purchase healthy foods that's accessible, that they can get to and from, and that they can afford. So my big belief right now is that of all the things going on in our city, this is truly worthy of celebration.
There are two fishermen. One fisherman was experienced, and the other fisherman was inexperienced. And they came out and they went out fishing together. And these two men, and they got on the boat, and the experienced fisherman went out and he started to get all sorts of fish, and he started to take his fish, big fish, and started to put them into his ice bucket. The inexperienced fisherman went out and he got one fish and put it in his ice bucket. He started to catch a lot of fish, but he would always just take a picture of the fish and throw it back. The experienced fisherman, he looked at him and said, "What are you doing? How come you keep throwing all your fish back?" And the experienced fisherman looked at him and said, "Well, my frying pan at home is just too small to fry all these fish." So we all know the answer to it, and sometimes all you have to do is just get a bigger frying pan. And if you just worked a little bit harder to get a bigger frying pan, what I like to have called a God-sized vision. See, I think that sometimes God is trying to pour inside all of us all this ocean full of blessings, but we only have a small frying pan-sized vision. Well, economy is recovering. I talk about, I'm seeing all the time on how we've had an economic recovery, but I don't feel it. On my block, I still feel like it's a depression. It still feels like it's a depression. Well, back in 1876, there was a company called GE that was formed in the middle of a recession. Back in 1954, there was a company called Burger King formed right in the middle of a recession. Over half of the S&P 500 were formed during times just like we have here today. 1975, Microsoft. 1980, CNN. 2001, the first Apple store was created. By 2007, it was deemed to be recession-proof. 2004, Facebook was created. And on February 28, 2012, two men got together and created the food depot that we have right here behind us.
No space to run in this town. You're out of luck. And the reason that you had to care, the traffic's stuck. And you're not moving anywhere. You thought you'd found a friend to take you out of this place. Someone you could lend a hand to return for praise. It's a beautiful day.